how much money can you actually make from starting your own website? Well, I want to answer this question for you today so you know exactly how much money you can look forward to making if you start your own website. I personally started my first website 4 years ago, and I've been working on howtomakemoneyasakid.com for the last several years off and on. And I'm going to show you exactly how much money I've made the entire time I've been working on howtomakemoneyasakid.com. Also, I'm going to show you some other website owners and see how much they've made, because I just want you to have a realistic idea of the kind of money you can make from starting your own website. Because I secretly have this huge goal, is I want to help kids and teens just like you start your own website. Because for my, you'll see soon, but for my website, I started it 3 years ago. But over 3 years, it took me about 3 years to where I was actually making decent money. But think if you started a website when you're 13 and it took you 3 years, I knew nothing about starting websites when I first started. But if it took you literally 3 years, you'd be 16 and you'd be having a website that is making you money. Now, how cool is that? You'd never have to get a job. So I'm going to tell you exactly how to do this because I am super pumped for you to start your very own website. So my name is Steve. I'm the founder of howtomakemoneyasakid.com and the Cash Academy, where we're going to help you start your own website. So let's dive right in. So first of all, I want to show you a blogger named Pat Flynn. He started a website called the Smart Passive Income website, smartpassiveincome.com. That's the word. Anyway, and one thing that he did is he was teaching people how to start their own blogs and start making money online. One thing he did is he started publishing his income reports. So I want to take you back in time and look at his income reports and actually see how much money he's made. So if you go to smartpassiveincome.com, you can look at this yourself. But this last month, he made $151,000 in 1 month. Insane, right? I know it blows my mind. I don't make nearly that much money. But let's take a look and see like when he started blogging and see how much money he made. So, okay, cool. So he's been doing this for several years now. Let's scroll all the way to the bottom and see how much money he's made. So 2008, at least this is when he started his first income report. I think he was building this blog a year or two before he actually started posting these, but this is when he actually started really making money. So this was his first income report here in October. He got laid off from his job. He was an architect, and he started to sell an ebook that he created on a blog he had called inthelead.com. So let's look at his income. So right here you can see exactly how much he made. So his niche sites, so he was selling the Green Exam Academy ebook, and he made $7,000. Now if you start a website tomorrow, you're probably not going to make $7,000 in your first month. He'd obviously been building this website over time. Maybe it took him a year or two, but still, he took him a year or two to create this website, and then he made an ebook and sold it on his site and was able to make $7,000 in 1 month. That is just like mind-blowing. That's insane. And then he had some ads from Google Adsense that made him $596, and then he had some private advertising he probably used with some companies, and so $183. So very first month he started making money, he made $7,000. I think you could live off of that, especially as a teenager. So let's jump back and look. Okay, so the next month he made about $9,000. 12,000, 19,000, 23,000. Holy cow. But look at this, how it kind of goes back down. It jumps back down and he's not making as much. But I mean, not making as much, it's still 9,000. So he literally publishes every cent that he makes and spends. So affiliate earnings, we're going to talk about affiliates a little bit later, but he made $3,000 from selling other people's products. Writing some articles on eHow, his niche site. Ebook sales are down to $2,000 a month, a lot lower than they did when he first started, but still awesome. Package sales, Google AdSense. I mean, it all adds up to where he's still making a lot of money. So anyway, this just blows my mind. And so now you zoom ahead, he just kept at it, was persistent, kept working, building his business. Look at this, 41,000, 32,000, $62,000. I mean, this is every month. So you can look at these, and he details it out line by line how much money he's making from his websites. I actually started following Pat Flynn probably back here in 2012. I started following him and listening, maybe 2011 actually. And he's who taught me how to start websites, and that's actually, he was part of the reason why I started howtomakemoneyasakid.com. So I owe a lot of, I'm very grateful for him and his hard work in teaching me how to start my blog. So now, I mean, you jump up to here this year, I mean, 132,000, 171,000. I mean, it's just insane. So can you make money from a website? Yes, you can definitely make money from a website. So now I want to show you my personal, my website, howtomakemoneyasakid.com, show you exactly how much money I've made. Because, I mean, Pat Flynn is one thing, you know, maybe he's just like special. I'm not very special. I didn't know anything about starting websites 4 years ago, and I just kept working on it, be persistent, and it turned into a full-time income for my family. So I love this, and I'm super passionate about helping people start websites. So if you'll work with me, I'm going to teach you how to start your website. But I want to show you how you can actually make money from it, because that was the most popular question that I got that people wanted to know. So let's look at Google AdSense. So I started my website. So this is basically 2013. This is when I think I bought howtomakemoneyasakid.com in August, or maybe it was like June or July. I didn't really post my first post until August. So in 1 month, I made $6.32. So this is AdSense. This is like Google AdSense. I mean, this is for my website, How to Make Money as a Kid. You know, for making a website, there's a couple different ways to make money. Ads is one of them, and Google AdSense is a good place to start. So I put Google Ads on my website and started making money. So that month, not bad. I made $6.32. Awesome. And I was sleeping probably when I made that money. Anyway, so look, I mean, I wasn't making tons of money. It does take time to build a website. You're not going to make money overnight, okay? But, you know, $72, you know, back up there in August, $260. Hey, not bad. And then it kind of goes down. You kind of see the peaks are during the summertime for me. But $189, back up to $355. Pretty awesome. $277. This was really the only way I was making money on this website when I first started it. So, and it goes kind of drops down from there. So I started doing some other things with it, and then boom, kind of goes back up. And then right here, I actually took off Google AdSense and switched to an ad network, which I'll talk to you about. But that's why there's no more revenue after that. So I wanted to show you this. So this is like when I started my website, which I wasn't super stoked, like $300. I was like, yeah, that's nice. Like, it'll pay some of my expenses. But think about $300 for a kid or a teen. That's awesome. Like, if you could make $300 a month as a kid or a teen, or even like $100 a month, what would that do to your life? Like, how, I mean, what would you do with that money? You could like never have to ask your parents for money again. It'd be awesome. Okay, so like I said, so I took off Google AdSense, so that's where that ends, and I started making more money. So this is a spreadsheet I pulled together of my revenue from basically 2016. It actually starts here in November of 2015. So 329, 190, and then January of 2016 is when I really started putting a lot more time into this, and I actually brought on a partner that helped me figure out how to monetize this website. And then from there, boom, $3,475 in February. That's when I figured out more about affiliate links, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that. Anyway, May, $3,548. I mean, this is real-time money. This is last year, guys. This is when I quit my job. I had a consulting company that I was doing from February to March during this time, but I actually closed that down, went full-time on howtomakemoneyasakid.com about April, just because I saw the potential of it, and I was super excited to work on this full-time. So anyway, you can kind of see my revenue going up: 4,798, 5,341, 6,412, 7,460. That was a big month. Anyway, then it kind of dropped back down when school started again, and went up a little bit and dropped back down. I mean, that's kind of how it goes. And this is January, so I know actually this last month I've had my biggest month of all time. So I think I made over $8,000. And it's great. Like, I still have expenses and things I'm paying for, so it's not like I made $7,000 and I get to keep $7,000. But just because in every business you have expenses. But still, this is awesome. Think if you were able to do this as a kid. I mean, if I can do this as an old guy, well, I'm not that old, but an old guy who had no idea how to start a website, you can do this too. All it takes is some passion and some persistence, and that will lead you to success. And I'm going to teach you everything I know about starting websites so that you can be successful as well. Okay? So let's jump into figuring out the different ways that you can make money from a website. Okay? Okay. So the first thing you can do is advertising. Now, advertising, like I said, is there's different kinds of advertising. These are just like ads on your website. If you see those little images or whatever that pop up, people click on them. Well, there's two different kinds of advertising. There's the paid per click advertising, which is you get paid every time someone clicks on the ad. It doesn't matter how many times they see it. If you only get paid if they click on it. And that's what Google AdSense does. You only get paid when people click on it. Paid per impression, though, is a totally different ballgame, and that's one of the things I changed and made me start making a lot more money, is you get paid per view. So every time someone's on your website, click to a new page, you get paid. And so it doesn't matter if they click on them, as long as they're seeing those ads, you get paid. I mean, obviously you get paid a lot less than if someone clicked on it, but you can still make money. So that's what paid per impression is. And so Google AdSense is a good place to start, like I said, and that's just like a place where you get paid per click. And then there's ad networks, and that is where you get paid per clicks and per impression. They pay you both ways, but you're making a lot more money because you get paid per impressions, right? So Monumetric is one of these blogger networks that once you have so much page views, I'm not sure, I think it's around 100,000 page views a month. That's 100,000 people have looked at 100,000 different pages on your website in a month. That's when you can sign up for these. AdThrive is another one. Anyway, I've been using Monumetric on my website and it's worked well. I might be switching to AdThrive, but anyway, you just got to find the best one that works for you. But anyway, so that's advertising. That's how advertising works on a website. And that is the easiest way to start making money on a website. But it's all dependent on getting traffic, which we're going to talk about in a later video. Okay? So now, this is a huge game changer for me. Affiliate. Affiliate income is different. So there's two different types of affiliate incomes. Well, affiliate, instead of ads, is when someone clicks from your website, someone else's website, and they buy something or sign up. Okay, so it's more like you are directing people to buy something from someone else. So you're kind of being that salesman, right? So it's basically selling other people's products. So and there's two different types. There's two different types of affiliates, and this really, like, I barely found this out like last year, and that's when my revenues went whew, because I have struggled with how to make money as a kid to actually make money from it, just because a lot of the kids like you that are coming to my site, they don't have their own credit cards and debit cards, and so I've struggled to figure out how to sell products and stuff. But affiliate was a game changer for me. So there's, first of all, the most popular one is paid per sale. So when someone clicks and they go and buy someone on someone else's site, you get a commission, like 5%, 18%, up to 50% sometimes commission if someone buys something, okay? And then there's also paid per lead. And there's not as many of these, but there are companies that will pay you just if someone goes to their site and signs up. It doesn't cost them anything. but they will pay you a certain dollar amount every time someone clicks through your website to their website and signs up. They just have like a tracking code in it, and so they keep track of that through their affiliate system. So a good example of these, probably the biggest one and most popular one, is Amazon. So there's like every kind of product you can imagine on Amazon, and you can set up an affiliate account with Amazon and sell products on your website, any product on Amazon. So whether it's books, computers, laptops, I mean everything. And you can get paid. And the cool thing about Amazon actually, and a lot of these, is you not only get paid for what, if they click through to a certain product, you get paid for that if they buy that product, or if they just click through and they buy like a ton of other things, you get paid for all those things. And usually they'll have like a cookie period, where basically it puts a little tracking code on your browser. So if you click through someone's link and it takes you to Amazon, then anything you buy in the next 24 hours, that person's going to get a commission on. So even if you click through, forget about it, you come back, 12 hours later and you go and buy like some new shoes, that blogger is going to get paid for referring you to Amazon. It's a 24-hour. And some businesses have like 30 days, 60 days, probably not 90 days, but anyway, 30 days is pretty common actually. So if anyone clicks to their website within 30 days, and if they buy anything within that 30 days, then you get a commission on that. Pretty cool. So there are also affiliate networks, kind of like ad networks, but there's affiliate networks where they kind of will compile all these different businesses into just one place where you can kind of sign up for all these different affiliate programs. So most businesses have their own affiliate program, but a lot of times they will be part of these affiliate networks. So some example of some of those is like Impact Radius, CJ, which is Commission Junction, Share a Sale, and ClickBank. I mean, there's a lot more, but those are just some of the biggest ones, most popular ones. And like Walmart.com has their own affiliate thing. I mean, you can sell anything you can buy at a store, online or offline. You can sell it on your website and get paid a commission for it, and that's what affiliate is. So now another way you can make money on your website is products. Okay, so products, there's two types of products. There's physical products and digital products. I love digital products just because you don't have the inventory, you don't have to worry about there's a lot more work that goes into having physical products. But digital products, you make one time and you sell it over and over and over and over, which is awesome. So some of the most popular digital products that you can sell on your website are like ebooks. So if you like have like a niche of some kind on your blog that you're writing about, and then you're like, oh, I want to write an ebook about this, then you can sell that ebook on your website. And people will come to your website and they can buy that website while you're sleeping, while you're going to school, and you'll get paid for selling that, your own ebook, right? So printables is another thing I just learned about, but it's kind of like handy stuff where you can, it's kind of like ebooks but smaller. It's more like worksheets and stuff. Teachers will buy printables a lot of times, or like homeschool families, different things like that. So that's another kind of thing. And then courses. This is probably the biggest digital product sales, courses. So there's lots of ways to make courses online. But like I've made the Babysitting Business Academy. I found that there's a lot of babysitting courses already out there, but kids still struggle to get babysitting jobs once they've taken those. And so I was like, well, let's make a course about babysitting, but it's totally focused on helping kids get babysitting jobs. And so I made that course, and I'm making sales from that course now. And so you can do the same thing. I mean, every person has something where that you're expert in. You have passions and hobbies that people want to know about. I was just at a blogger conference, and there was a blogger that she made a blog about succulents. Now that's like a kind of plant that it's like a desert plant. Anyway, her whole website is just about succulents, these plants. And she's written tons of ebooks, and I don't know if she's written courses, but she's making like full-time over $60,000 a year from this website that's all about succulents. Anyway, it's just crazy. So physical products. Now, I mean, really this could be anything, but if you make your own custom dog treats, a website's a good place to sell custom dog treats, or soap, or puppies. I know a girl down in Monticello, Utah, where she sells poodles online. I mean, she ships them to people. I don't know how maybe they come out and fly and pick them up or something, but she sells them on her website. And at least that's the way people get her information and everything. But she's making, this year, she's on track to make $155,000 selling poodles. Anyway, it's crazy, but that's the power of having a website. All right, so those are some products that you can sell. And these you're going to make a lot more money than affiliates and ads, just because those other two people are paying you to send people to buy their stuff, and they give you a small cut. But these are your products, so you can create your own affiliate programs, put out your own ads to sell your own products. So this is where there's a lot more money to be had. All right, so the rest. So here's a bunch of other ideas or other ways that websites can help you make money. So consulting or tutoring. I actually interviewed a young lady, Saeed, and she built a website about math tutoring, and she has like several students that she got from her website where she tutors kids. And or consulting, if you're a very specialist in like Pokemon cards or something, I mean, you could probably consult people about it anyway. Or if you're just really good at math or history or science, you can always tutor kids. It's like consulting and tutoring is kind of the same thing. Public speaking. So that's another thing. So if there's probably that blogger that has those succulents, maybe there's some succulent conferences that you can go to and they'll pay you to speak at. So it's all about, your website's kind of your platform that you can build and get an audience from, and then people reach out to you because you're an authority in that space, and then you can make money from public speaking. Licensing. So if you record videos, you can actually do this with books as well, but you can license clips of your footage to businesses and companies who want that. And there's a bunch of websites that you can kind of sell those video clips on, but licensing is another way to make money. Crowdfunding. So crowdfunding is an interesting one. There's a website called patreon.com. And Patreon is a place where people that just love your content can go and say, for every new video you publish, I'm going to pay you $1. And so you get a couple hundred people that pay you $1 every time you publish a video, and you publish 1 or 2 a week. I mean, that's a full-time income. That's pretty substantial. And so you can go check out patreon.com, but it's a great way to build an audience, build a following. So a lot of people that use Patreon are like artists, like they do music, or they're YouTubers, that kind of thing. So instead of directly, because a lot of like YouTubers and stuff, a lot of their stuff's entertaining, and they don't really have like a product to sell, and so they can say, hey, they set up an account on Patreon and say, if you really love my content, go and pay me $1 or $2 for every video, and I'll just keep publishing videos for you. And they'll give like special rewards to the different tiers and everything. But crowdfunding and like Patreon kind of things is a great way to make money from a website. So whether you're publishing content, maybe every blog post you write, they just love them so much they pay you $1 or something like that. So crowdfunding. Next is subscriptions. So there's tons and tons of different kind of subscriptions. Like Netflix is a subscription you pay every month to use it. Xbox Live, your phone bill is kind of a subscription. But membership sites. So you can create a website that is gated, so people have to pay to get in. And once they pay to get in, then they can access all the content you have. And this can be content about anything. So you can make a membership site where people have to pay every month. Instead of just selling a course that's like a one-time payment, you can get paid month after month, which is really cool. But I haven't really done a membership site yet. I'm actually making, Cash Academy is kind of a free membership site. So anyway, and then live events. You can do live events. So it's kind of, if you have a website, you're kind of building an audience of people that really like your content. They love reading your stuff or watching your videos. You can kind of get a following, and you can do in a live event where you can kind of bring all those people together and have speakers and do different things like that, where you can actually have a live event. And maybe it's just like a hangout where people just pay $20 to come hang out. But anyway, so those are just like a bunch of ways that you can make money from your website. Okay? Okay, so I hope I answered your question about how will I make money on my website. We saw a bunch of different ways of how you can make money, some real life examples, my personal example of how I've made money and how I'm working full-time from home on this website, and how you can do that too. So I got some other questions over here. You can kind of see what type of website is best for making money. I'd say like a niche website, which we'll talk more about that later. This is the results of a bunch of surveys I did asking kids what was the #1 biggest question you have about starting a website. So in the following videos that are upcoming, you'll see this. So this one I want to do because it was the most popular. How will I make money on my website? Next, we're going to talk about how to launch a website, how to like start it, and then maybe what to do it about. Probably do this one before that one because you have to know what you're going to do it about before you can start it. And then is it hard? Like what really goes into starting a website? How do people know about it? Like how do you get traffic? How do you get people to come and read your stuff or watch your videos? And like we're going to really dive deep into that. What does it cost to start a website? There are free ways, but what does it cost? And then can it be successful? And yes, it can be successful on one condition: if you're consistent and you're persistent. Okay? Persistence is the key to success. Passion leads to persistence, and persistence leads to success. Okay? So some more questions that I wanted to touch on real quick is how can starting a website help me earn money? I think we've pretty much answered that one. How much money will I get a week? It just really depends on your niche, your website, just different things. How much money can I earn in one day? I mean, I have days where I earn, $100. Days I earn $300. So that just kind of varies as well. But anyway, there's a ton of ways to make money off a website. But the cool thing is, even if you don't make money off your website for 2 or 3 years, like me, I didn't make very much money. I was only making, a couple $100 a month. Eventually you'll figure it out, and you'll figure out how to make money on your website. And because once you have traffic and a platform and following, people are coming to your website, then you can monetize that traffic. You can make money from that traffic, from those people, by helping them and serving them, just like I'm helping and serving you. So I hope this was helpful. Hope you better understand how you can make money from starting your own website. Stay tuned for the following videos that are coming up. And if you're ready to start your own website, I have a link for Bluehost where I've worked with them to help. I've told them, I've got a bunch of kids and teens that want to start websites, and so let's give them a good deal. So I've actually got them to give a really screaming deal. So click on the link below. It should be like in the description or just a button below this video, and that will show you, that will take you to Bluehost where you can start your own website. Or you can click through to find the rest of this content so you can be fully educated on the rest of how to launch a website, what to do it about, is it safe, how long does it take, is it easy, is it hard. We're going to dive into all those questions in some later videos. So stay tuned, and thank you. I'm super excited for you to start your own website. So we'll see you in the next video.